Hello everybody, if you don't know me, my name is Rohan and I'm currently a second semester student at Ross University School of Medicine, a medical school located in the Caribbean island of Barbados. If you're new to the channel, most of this channel is videos of me explaining medical topics as well as going through kind of how life is here in Barbados while also studying medicine, which is a very daunting and very difficult subject to study. One of the most difficult in the world, if not the most difficult. But it's a lot of fun here, guys. Honestly, you get a lot of fun studying. Honestly, a lot of fun meeting people, a lot of fun doing things. So this video is going to be about me prepping for an exam week. I just had an exam this morning. As of me recording this, there was just an exam this morning. And I'm recording this afterwards. You'll probably see this on Tuesday. So tomorrow, that'll be tomorrow for me. But if you're seeing this on Tuesday, that means the exam was yesterday. And I don't know how I did. I think I did pretty decent. We'll see how things go, though. I'm crossing my fingers for a good score. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. This last week was busy, guys. I say that about every week, about every video, about every vlog I post. This last week was busy, but man, it really was. It really, really was. We had classes, of course, going through the weeks. A lot of studying going on. And I made sure I exercised. I made sure I did some running, did some weightlifting. I even do this thing called boot camp every Wednesday. We'll talk about that more later, but it's mostly a workout routine. And I mean, yeah, guys, I guess I'll just get straight into it. So luckily, this week was not super heavy on material. There was less lectures than normal, but I would say the material is actually denser than normal. So going into the week, I didn't think it would be that bad. A lot less lecture time, but the lectures were more dense. A lot of lectures were stuff like oncology, which is cancer. We have stuff like leukemias, lymphomas, chemotherapy, all the chemotherapeutic drugs, all sorts of drugs to learn and memorize. And that's added onto all the stuff we did the past week. You guys already know me. I like me and my Anki cards. So I made a bunch of I made a bunch of Anki cards or Anki decks that I used to study. I made some self-made Anki decks. I used chat-made Anki decks. I just grinded those out, did a bunch of practice questions, did as much practice as I could, reviewed the slides, go to review sessions. They're all super useful, great tools to have. That's what I did. But yeah, like I said, this exam is cumulative, at least for the past month. So I also had to study the past week's material, which included stuff like RNA and DNA viruses. I actually made a YouTube short. Go check it out. I'll put a card right here. It's about Ebola, and I made a YouTube short about that and its symptoms. And it was funny, it showed up on the exam. There was a question about Ebola on this exam, and because I made this short, I'm sure I answered it right. So, but yeah, I mean, we had a bunch of different viruses, stuff like dengue, Ebola, Zika, yellow fever, Machupo, Junin, Rift Valley, Lassa fever, all sorts of viruses. We also had HIV and HTLV1 virus. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus, and HTLV is human T lymphotropic virus, something like that. It presents with flower-shaped nuclei in cells. Super characteristic of it. That's how it will show up on exams. We also have stuff like allergies and hypersensitivities, which I personally found super interesting. Stuff like transplant rejection and immunosuppressant medications to, suppress the natural immune response that's trying to get you to reject donor organs and stuff. Super interesting stuff for me. And like I said before, we had a lot of cancer stuff, oncology, and kind of the base of that is this thing called neoplasia, which is essentially when your cells divide, and kind of overgrow, form tumors, stuff like that. That was also really big on this exam. So guys, luckily I was able to get in a couple workouts this week, including something called boot camp that I mentioned earlier. I got a bunch of gym sessions in every other day, and I also went on my runs. First I'll talk about boot camp. Every week there is a Monday and Wednesday session of boot camp. I usually go on Wednesdays because that's when my roommate Joe leads boot camp. And I like to show my support while also getting a good workout in. So that's what I do every Wednesday. I go to boot camp. I have been these last couple weeks. It's a lot of exercising routines and stuff like running. You do abs, you do legs, you do everything at boot camp. It's a full all-rounded workout. It lasts from 6:30 to 7:30. It's kind of brutal sometimes, but it's very fun. It's very rewarding. It feels good. I also make sure I get a full gym cycle in this week. So that includes stuff like chest, arms, forearms. That's one day. Then back, shoulders, triceps, that's another day. And then legs, that's the third. Legs and abs, that's the third day. That's kind of how I split my routine. It's pretty fun, honestly. I really like the gym. Not every day is fun. Not every day is I'm like pumped. But there are a lot of days where I'm pumped. And even those days I'm not that pumped, as long as I go and I get a good workout in, a lot of times I will PR, which is great. If I don't PR, at least I'm maintaining. And I mean, it's fun. Lifting weights is fun, guys. If you don't lift weights, you gotta get on that, man. It's great. It's such a fun thing to do. At least exercise in some form, right? Now I'm going to talk about some running. So there's a couple things I learned. I've been reading this book. I'll start with this. I've been reading this book called Older Yet Faster. It's basically a running book. It teaches you proper form, exercise to do, to strengthen your leg muscles, strengthen your calves, to straighten your hamstrings, how you need to run. And what I learned, I have this thing called a slew foot. I'll put a picture up right here. It's essentially where your feet kind of make a V shape. Some people have pigeon toe, which is when it goes the opposite way. But I kind of do natural slew foot, which is when they point outwards. So I've been naturally adjusting my walking to fix that. And going back to the book, one thing that I learned from the book that I thought was really, really helpful was that it said that running should feel like flying, which means you should have lots of air time going into the running, which I never thought about like that until I read this book. Then I realized, yeah, you should really be like trying to get the air time. That's more important, because once you do that, you will naturally get faster. And yeah, I mean, that's good. That's really important. I've been also doing some walking barefoot. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I actually walk barefoot just around the neighborhood sometimes, every once in a while, just so that I can get proper walking form. Because, you know, if you walk in shoes all the time, your toes can't spread out. You can't properly, like, you know, get good form while walking. So doing that every once in a while help correct it. At least that's what the book said. And so I've just been, you know, trying to apply this book, see what I get out of it, you know, because, you know, that's half the fun about reading books. Fantasy books are good as well. I like fantasy, but self-improvement books and like stuff to improve your life are awesome. And yeah, I mean, that's just what I like to do. One thing is, my roommate Joe, I mentioned him at boot camp. He is a really fast runner. He's a great runner. He's probably one of the best in the school. And he was giving me tips while I was running, and he told me that I need to more run on the balls of my feet. When I'm taking steps, I'm also going heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. But he was explaining to me, try to like bounce off your feet and use your calves more, and you get lots more propel and power in your strides when you do that. And that was really fun to learn, because I actually PR'd. I'll put a screenshot here. I PR'd. I think my average time was about 10 minutes, 30 seconds per mile, which is way faster than my previous best. My previous best was a little over 12 minutes a mile. 10 and a half minutes a mile is amazing for me. And I always see myself going up, so I'm excited. I'm really excited. But besides all that, you know, all the studying we were doing, all that stuff, I did have some really enjoyable things go on this week. I love, if you don't know me, if you don't know my favorite fruit, I love mangoes, man. I love mangoes. My favorite fruit. It's so versatile. You can make juice. You can put it in desserts. You can eat it straight. You can make it like a lollipop. You can like freeze it. So put in smoothies. So many things you can do with mangoes. And oh my gosh, I tried a Bayesian mango the other day, and it was gas. It was so good. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Indian mangoes a little better. But Bayesian mangoes, Barbadian mangoes, if you don't know the term, Bayesian means from Barbados. Bayesian mangoes are great, amazing. I got from some local vendor. It was great. I would get it again, would recommend. Also, in the same relation of food, I'm going to give a quick shout out to my boys at the Fire Truck. It's a food truck here in Barbados. It's located right next to Ross University every Monday through Friday. And they have the best burrito bowls. The best food in all of Barbados, man. Right there, Fire Truck. I'm going to put a clip here. But essentially, they do burrito bowls. You can pack it however you want. You put all sorts of meat, beans, rice, corn, lettuce, all sorts of stuff. And it's amazing. It's really good. One of the best places. I love the guy there. Me and him are bros. What can I say, man? That's great. But honestly, that's kind of all I had for this video. Like I said, it was exam week. It was super, super busy. But again, I want to use this time to really thank you guys. Thank you for all who watches. Thank you for all who subscribes, likes, everything. because I really do appreciate it, man. I didn't expect any of my videos to really pop off. I was just expecting it maybe 100 views, and then like that, I call it a day. Like, okay, that was my video. I didn't even expect to post very many more, but after seeing all the love, guys, I like making videos. I like editing. I like making content. I like posting stuff. It's really fun for me, and so the fact that you guys also enjoy it just makes my heart feel great. And there's nothing much else I can say, guys. I appreciate it. Continue to support. It means a lot to me. Other than that, guys, like, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna really quick shout out my channel. I have a chess channel called Chess with Rohan. I'm only 600 rated. I'm not very good. I did once have a dream to make a chess club here at Ross University. I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if I'm even good enough to start a chess club. But I did make a chess YouTube channel. Road to 1,000 right here, baby. I just recorded the second part. I'm gonna post it today. So when you guys see this, it'll probably be the night before. Guys, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun for you to watch. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Good luck. Like David Goggins says, stay hard, stay calm, cool, collected, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.